Good morning, everyone. It's really good to see so many people turn up. I hope I'm not going to disappoint you with the content that I've got to share today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Darren Sinclair. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer for iVendi, and I'm really delighted to be here today to talk to you about better buying journeys. At iVendi, our mantra is make buying easier. And we think about that in everything we do, whether that's the products or the services that we provide, or how we look after our customers, and that's consumers, lenders, OEMs, as well as dealers. Hopefully, by the end of this presentation, you'll all be able to agree with me that iVendi are actually moving towards making buying easier for all. Let's see. Anyway, let's get started. And I thought, given that at iVendi we're kind of focused very heavily in the UK, but we're also expanding out across Europe, a good place to start would probably to think about the size of the European used car market. And it's huge. Over 410 billion euros, 36 million cars sold every single year. And the business, the B2C side of it from on the retail side is worth roughly 40% of that market and 55% of the value. Interestingly, 99% of all transactions in that B2C retail sector are conducted and delivered by dealers, both franchise and independent. So clearly, dealers and dealerships can play a very important part today in selling consumers cars, tomorrow, and also into the future. How they do it is what's probably going to change. So, given the importance of these retailers, how are they going to create the best customer experience? Consumer behavior is constantly evolving, particularly in this fast-changing automotive industry. Demand for buying vehicles online, or probably more realistically in a blend of online and offline, is really accelerating at pace. Consumers want to engage and buy in very different ways compared to how they used to. It's vital that retailers deliver a more seamless, bespoke car buying experience for every buyer, no matter which channel those customers choose to engage in. So what is it that customers actually want? Well, first off, they want a great experience, and I think we'd all agree with that. But there are 5 key ingredients which really help with that experience. When you talk to a consumer, the first thing they want is choice and information. The widest choice and the most information they can possibly get. They also want ease, and when I talk about ease, it's how easy is it for me to be able to make this purchase. And if you think about retail experiences these days, I'm sure all of you shop online, probably most will have used Amazon at some point in the past. You're looking for the easiest way to find what you're looking for, and then the easiest way to complete the transaction. Ease is very critical. It's also important for them to have transparency and to be able to compare. And finally, it's back to immediacy. Immediacy in terms of how retailers interact with consumers at any stage of that buying journey, all the way through to how quickly they can actually get that car, whether it's delivered or in the showroom. How many consumers do you think are actually really interested in that complete online end-to-end buying journey today? Surprisingly, it's not a very high percentage. So again, if we look across the main 5 European markets, Deloitte conducted a study that identified a relatively small percentage of people who are looking for that complete online journey today. 2% all the way up to 5%, the UK is leading on that. So while being able to offer that full online retail journey is a key ingredient, it is actually not the most important ingredient right here, right now. Consumers are calling for this blended digital physical approach, an experience that allows buyers to jump seamlessly between online and offline. Whatcar recently conducted a study where they surveyed just over 1,000 in-market buyers. When asked how they expect to buy their next car, 73% replied that it would be a mix of online research with direct shopping. If you look at the bottom, there's a further 12% that want to conduct that journey, online research followed by collection from the dealer. Well, that's 85% of those respondents who are looking for that blended online-offline journey. At iVendi, we see a wide range of these consumer buying journeys. Retailers have to be agile, they have to be responsive in real time to successfully deliver these tailored experiences for consumers. And they need to be able to enable the consumer to move seamlessly between that online and physical channel, combining digital processes with face-to-face interactions. Consumer behaviors are constantly changing, as we all know, but probably more so given the market we're operating in today. The automotive industry, I think we all agree, is facing some pretty strong headwinds at the moment. We still have stock shortage challenges going on. We also have the cost of living crisis that's only really starting to bite and will continue to do so moving forward. EU annual inflation rate at 9.8%. Well, the UK is ahead. We're over 10% in that. And then we're seeing interest rates. We've got the highest interest rate since November 2008 at 3% right now. And a number of analysts are actually saying that could reach, wait for it, 4.5% by February next year. All of this is actually making a change within the industry today. Lenders are tightening their lending criteria in order to minimize risk for when that cost of living crisis really bites. We've seen that, a 3 percentage point drop in the first time acceptance rates over the last 3 months. And over the last 3 months, we've also seen a 3% increase in the number of consumers conducting an eligibility check. And actually, when you look at the growth, that 3% growth, it's actually come from consumers who we would class as being the most creditworthy, high match consumers. So you've got people who are definitely creditworthy checking for themselves to make sure that they can still get finance in this climate. So all of these factors are clearly affecting consumer confidence, which then changes consumer behavior. Just back to the Whatcar survey quickly. There was over 25% of those respondents said that the cost of living crisis directly impacted their decision to buy a car on finance rather than buying for cash. Being able to spread the cost of that car over a number of years whilst also keeping some money in the bank. That's what they thought was important. And actually, 75% of those respondents said that they would buy their next car using finance. 3/4 of buyers are buying a car on finance. That means that the finance process is a key component of that buying journey. So let's just have a look at a trend around finance applications. So when comparing showroom applications to online applications for consumers and dealers using our iVendi platform, there's a clear upward trend in the percentage of applications being completed online. In fact, we believe that that percentage could get as high as 45% by the end of this year. That would equate to a 150% increase over that 5-year period. The industry average at the moment is actually around about 30 to 35%. So the iVendi solution is probably just slightly ahead of the curve there. What does this all mean? Well, it means that lenders who take their funding solutions further up the funnel, they make those offers clearly visible to consumers at the start of their digital research journey. They're the ones that will be in pole position to win new business, both and grow their market share. Let's just go back to what consumers want. Well, consumers want information and choice. Car buyers are taking greater interest in their choices available to them, and the research shows they want greater visibility and transparency on a broader range of financial solutions from multiple lenders. Multi-lender offerings are gathering pace because they're fueled by customer expectations from other online buying experiences and also from comparison sites. Remember, nothing is good or bad unless it's compared. Consumers are asking more questions, they want more information and control, and they expect an immediate response. Retailers, in partnership with their lenders, must recognize and satisfy these consumer needs in order to win. So how should lenders and retail partners react? It's important for lenders to consider their digital culture. At the point with which potential buyers want to have choices that will influence how they proceed to purchase. And that's where this becomes the most important. So what does a digital culture mean? I think one thing we can all agree on, the traditional offline consumer experience is outdated and no longer fit for purpose. This presents us with a massive opportunity to deliver a blended digital and physical journey that meets and actually can exceed the demand of the majority of our consumers. Remember, 85% of respondents on that What Car survey were looking for that blended online-offline model. More and more of that journey can actually be managed online. So let's look at an online journey. Customer appetite for completing more online is evident. Motor finance lenders should aim to think more like a digital business, covering as many eventualities as possible and offering customer solutions that allow for online valuations, for trade-in, for data submission, for deal negotiation, for finance application, and pre-contract signatures. But remember, there's only up to 5% who really want that full online experience. And actually, negotiation, outstanding finance, the possibility of negative equity, they're just a few of the factors that really make transacting vehicles difficult in a digital space. It's not a simple journey. Key to the success in shifting that consumer experience will be to overcome trust, arm consumers with more detailed information, and remove geographical barriers. This all doesn't need to happen in one go though. As we said at the start, 5% are looking for that complete online journey. Physical to digital is an evolution, not a binary choice. A typical buyer might search online, visit the showroom, complete their application online, and then go back and get their car. Another consumer may actually talk through a range of finance options with somebody over the phone or in the showroom, complete the application online or in the showroom, and then go and have the car delivered. The permutations here are endless. The challenge is how you find solutions that allow for each and every single one to happen. Consumers are going to migrate towards more digital journeys as and when they become available. So let's look at some digital tools. The best digital tools really enhance the buying journey with functionality that complements the showroom experience, makes it easier for buyers to find the vehicle they're looking for, assess their finance options, and progress through the purchasing journey digitally. With a genuine digital culture and the right technology in place, you'll enable buyers to build their own path to purchase. That approach builds comfort and trust. Talking about trust, I'm sure you've all seen recent OC&C research. that shows there's actually work for retailers to do on building trust with consumers. 31% of consumers do not trust car dealers. 47% of consumers are concerned that dealers have more information than them. And 38% of consumers are reluctant to purchase from their local dealer. Transparency drives trust, and trust drives transactions. How can technology help with this? So the ultimate aim of your technology really is to deliver a seamless customer experience. For example, if a customer gives you all of their personal details and preferences online, completes an application form online, surely you wouldn't expect them to have to repeat all of that when they go into a showroom or they talk to somebody on the phone. The same goes for that feedback to the customer. If you've constructed a deal, you've negotiated the final detail, it should be as easy as possible for that consumer to view and agree to the purchase without the need for more administration. So how can you create the best customer experience online and in the showroom? You need to think about where consumers start their journey. Buying a vehicle starts well before a customer will visit a retailer's website. Before the retailer can connect with that potential customer, they need to think like a customer and understand how buyers are searching and where their journey starts. According to Google, 90% of consumer vehicle purchases now start with online research. In response to that trend, we've seen these big tech companies like Google, like Amazon, they're getting more invested in the automotive retail space. And we actually believe that these big tech companies will probably have a greater part to play at the start of that vehicle buying journey moving forward. You've all heard of the new Google Vehicle Ads format. Google launched this service in the US in March this year, and it essentially takes vehicle buyers straight from the search query to the vehicle detail page of the retailer's website. That delivers better paid and organic search and a slicker, faster customer journey. This focuses on how consumers search. But what about the things a consumer considers when deciding to buy their next vehicle? There's two things that most consumers will think about before purchasing a vehicle. Does it fit my needs, and can I afford it? Yet vehicle search results are often restrictive, forcing shoppers down a prescriptive route based on make, model, derivative, showing only the total cost of the vehicle. This is a missed opportunity for retailers to showcase all of their stock, demonstrate the affordability of their vehicles during that vital research stage. So what should a retailer do? Well, following that successful search engine experience, consumers expect to be engaged from the moment they arrive on your website. The engagement should aim to reinforce what they've seen in the search results, generate trust in your business, and offer a clear path forward to advancing the sale. Let's take a step back to search experience. Sophisticated buyers, they expect a flexible and advanced online search experience. Most start that vehicle buying journey not knowing exactly what they want, the make, the model. On average, 45% of users choose keyword search over traditional search, and this trend is rising, showing an increase from 30% last year. A good customer experience isn't restrictive. Your search offering shouldn't funnel prospective customers down buying journeys that lock them out of the majority of your stock. Instead, it should allow shoppers to find vehicles using real-world language and context-rich search terms like big boot, large family car, returning a broader set of results, showcasing more of your stock without accidentally ruling out prospective vehicles. And remember, affordability is key. If 75% of in-market buyers expect to buy via finance, what's more important to them? The total cost of the car or the monthly payment? Or both? We all know that offering finance on your website is absolutely critical. It shouldn't just be a quote. A wide range of finance tools should be available to empower that consumer to check. Oh, my TV's going to turn off. Sorry for that, about that. So a wide range of finance tools should be available to empower consumers to check their finance eligibility, finance the sale of value-added products such as warranties and insurance, complete the full finance application from the comfort of their own home. Ideally, comparing multiple finance quotes and products from multiple lenders. This is important because it means they're not answering personally intrusive questions in a showroom. And it gives them confidence they're going to be fine for finance through that process. Let's look at some bespoke buying journeys. A primary catalyst for sales is demonstrating affordability and accessibility. As such, lenders and retail partners must build a well-defined journey that eases prospective buyers through each step of that journey. Demonstrating the affordability of your vehicle and giving consumers the tools they need to find their perfect deal. Every consumer is going to have different needs, and dealers need to ensure that they offer the flexibility to meet those preferences at every stage of that journey. For example, the lowest monthly payment may not always be the preferred choice for a consumer if it comes with a high deposit. A higher interest rate and a lower deposit may be suitable for them. Another huge benefit of actually capturing this information digitally is that it provides a very clear audit trail, which is going to become more critical as Consumer Duty rolls out early next year. Journey 3 here is that fully digital journey. It's for the minority today, but it absolutely offers huge opportunity moving forward. This demand for online retail is growing quickly, and the used car sector is miles behind other sectors in digital transactions. As a shift towards e-commerce continues across the economy, retailers in almost every sector have completely transformed how they interact with customers. That demand is here to stay. It will continue to accelerate, and dealers need to transition quickly to an approach that connects online and showroom sales processes, enabling consumers to build their own individual path to purchase. The motor industry, though, is also going through a massive period of change, driven by numerous trends right now. Electrification, agency models, digital disruptors, subscription models, mobility packages, and consumer behavior. That's quite a lot. It's not just about the type of fuel, who's selling, what the ownership models are that are part of this picture. As with many of the major trends, it's a question of recognizing the very significant opportunities that new car buying behaviors are going to bring, alongside the risks. Physical showrooms still offer a massive advantage. Transparency drives trust, and trust drives transactions. A physical dealership is a major element in building trust, providing flexibility over the final stages of the buying process and offering the potential for buyers to look at the vehicle in person. A further step that enhances customer trust is transparency over the finance process, something that can be achieved by offering a wide range of finance tools and products. There remains a relatively high proportion of buyers who want to test drive a vehicle, even though they've made the decision to purchase it. And over 65% of finance applications are still actually completed in the showroom today. People in the showroom also play a huge part in creating trust. Your people in the showroom are a massive asset. Sales staff are experts in listening to what consumers want, finding the best vehicle for them at the right price. They'll be able to negotiate a deal in person, check details on a specific car, offer a dedicated walk-round video, or even discuss the subtleties of a high-spec trade-in. The ability to be able to join these dots between online and offline channels, that opens a range of brand new sales opportunities and a host of new efficiencies for retailers. It gives them the ability to create a seamless and effortless, high-quality experience that exactly meets the evolving consumer expectations. So let's look at a connected retail experience. How do you cater for all buyers, irrespective of whether they want to buy online, in person, or most commonly, a mix of both of those? The answer really lies in solutions that are designed to maximize outcomes for the retailers, providing absolute flexibility for the consumer and allowing them to construct their own path to purchase. With the majority of customers choosing to follow that hybrid purchasing journey that includes both those physical and digital elements, it becomes a very real advantage to have a physical showroom. So in summary, vehicle retailing is complex. Customers want simplicity. Big difference. Combining those digital and physical elements to suit the customer's preferences unlocks a host of benefits for the retailer. They'll be able to operate more efficiently, attract a wider audience, and offer their buyers a flexible and streamlined approach. One thing is really clear: offering both digital and physical options and understanding how they complement each other, you can offer customers the best of both worlds, creating the best possible customer experience both online and in the showroom. That makes buying easier for all. And that is me. Thank you very much.